Have you had these cards in your collection? Well, for the more experienced players, at least you have one of these inside the reserve. And then you check the SSR pool players to see if one of them was the one you already getting. And guess what? You cannot actually find them. Why? Because it was only available in a specific pickup transfer, not Dream Collection, not Dream Festival, and not National Team Transfer. It is basically a debut transfer, however, it separates the regular ones that we get every week. Thus, give a one sort of the limited SSR. What is that? It is basically a normal SSR pool, but can only be obtainable via the specific pickup transfer, not available in a normal SSR pool. So it was useless if you want to chase one of these players with the stat tickets you already collect. The banner divided into two categories: attribute, which is currently common, and region, which is rarely seen now. Usually comes out once at a month. The reason why they want to load them because they want to load good team skill and higher Kizuna and of course finding a rare skill for a better version. For the pointer is basically not actually a thing because it was for 2019 whereas the one region $1 only was a meta back then. It was introduced way back in the early 2019, and here's the thing, it is actually not what to pull because, yeah, the system here are the normal, not the step up. Despite you pulling the SSR, you might end up getting a normal over to the limited SSR you chase for. The regions come first, while the attribute came second. The first unit that we get was this Tojo Yudra. You can still find him in the SSR pool, but what makes difference? Because the color itself then makes difference. This is the only way to get the ability time in the first banner that I want to talk about. The Japan pickup transfer. Alongside like the name suggests, the exclusive players here are the Japanese only. Alongside Tojo Yuda, we have the Junior Yo Taro Misaki and Asia qualifier Makoto Soda. And they were on the same color, ability type, which back then it is one of the weakest meta you can build, the ability Blue Japan. The only worst things about these players was their rank and skill. Yudra has the rank as 1-2 and Misaki has the overhead intercept before the arrival of the normal one, which is the one that has French background, Taro Misaki in the casual costume, and Soda, well, math for me. Currently, they haven't yet the hard, so don't expect them in the future. Next up, we have Europeans. Unlike Japanese, this banner is very watchable, though especially during the 2019. The first exclusive player was Brian Clover, which has the direct reaction, but I think this is actually not good, unfortunately. Next up, we have Junior Robson in away version. This was a must-have for Drain Europe. Shield, Inside Master, and Auto Intercept. You get it, especially the British pass card. Leonde in ability type was also very good. Back then, getting the blue defender was very hard because only few of them was available in the normal SSR pool. And this Leonde was on the World Championship, not the one during the Asia qualifier era. So this is the only way to get the World Championship of him. 15% instant master without hidden ability is already on the same level with normal or wild. Just need the hidden ability for him as soon as possible. Mateo was probably the worst among these. In Christmas, 3 exclusive players are debuted. Johnson was switching good because it can basically fill up the blue Europe, so you can now play a blue Europe. And PL was also must have for green Europe, and this is the only way to get the artistic interception beside the one from the Dream Transfer. And Marcos is kinda okay, and this is the only way to get his dribble, the Germanic dribble. Latin is not kind of interesting. We have light version of Salinas from Dream Festival, only strong if you play the full Brazil with 8, so he gets the additional 20% stats if you have them. Georgie actually not bad with full body stand, just need a hidden ability as soon as possible. Espadas was weird, full power at 50% as his main passive, so this one probably only good for the hidden scenario. Dual Leo Club is very broken. Leo can boost the entire Latin in and of course his partner, Santana, because yeah, that Santana was freaking broken with his auto pass card. His intercept is with the flying cyber intercept is the exclusive before the arrival of the normal one, the Valencia unlimited type. And fast draw is great if you have the old Dream Festival version 1.0 Diaz in the junior year, but basically he was already replaced by the Rising Sun we have last year. And finally, we have the last region, Asia bit of transfer. It's very rare to see this because I believe it was only available during the Chinese New Year. Only two players in the banner, Jonathan Sawat and Wu Junren. All are skill type and only good when you play for Asia 12 Fire team, but now, you guessed it, Asia 12 Fire team is not a meta anymore. So after Legion, let's talk about the attribute. Skill time was the first one that I want to talk about. Their first unit was Santon Somewhat, which this is based great unit to counter the Asia 12 foreign players and of course to make the hidden ability scenario, which is I believe to unlock the soil marching one getting easier. Then we have another 24 which is equivalent to Rising Sun, another good Leon this time with the hidden ability evolution. 30% add stance against Folies and stand firm. Just only the Kizuna left. The updated the updated Helmet turns only made for Dream Festival 2.0 after he getting HA. Lee is average and only useful for hidden ability rate alongside with Yumitora as well. Alberto is great, another inside master and counter for Rising Sun players. The reason one Yuji Soda in his South American club. 4% Kizuna, full body stand and counter for club players. Darkness is the next one. Their first unit was the fastest player in the game, Lawson. After he getting hard, he was become unstoppable with fast recovery, skill block, and 40% stamina toss down. Red Zeno in the club is basically an updated version from the Valentine one and only work in full club. Just need a hidden ability as soon as possible. There was also the first SSR of Takeshi Sawada in middle stroke, which was released to boost the entire Taunus type, which is one of the strongest meta in 2019 to 2020, and SDF Yuja. Also includes the dual Brazil defenders, Casa Grande and the first normal release of Saint Naldo. These two must have getting a hidden ability as soon as possible. Xiao also gets an update from the normal pool. He can become a spammer to drain the opponent's stamina, especially the draw keeper. The recent release, the Rising Sun Dragon, for some reason, he was freaking good, and also a great possible counter for Tsubasa. Last we have the athletic type. Duo Korea, Lee Yong-un and Chang In-chun was the first. However, their main passive or their purpose is just to pass the Fantasy Star hidden ability scenario. Yeah, the one that has reform, which is actually freaking hard. There's also the version away version of Napoleon, which a possible chance to counter club goalkeepers, but unfortunately it doesn't. He now basically you need to pass the one of the hardest hidden ability, Mitral. Speaking of this is the only way to get the normal version of Warrior modules, which has the Spearhead. I believe it is the only high volley shot you can get before the arrival of the Bremen one. And of course we have the Orion G23 first debut. This is basically the improved version of normal one in SSR. And finally the G23 Matsuyama. Basically this is for those who don't have Rising Sun Matsuyama from last year. Like Taunus type Xiao, he is also a spammer shooter. Alright, that's how I can tell you about the limited SSR. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.